much more. Hey, Joe.
Hey, good morning, Dagen. The issue here in China is a question about the future of this Chinese government. The market continues to be jittery, further extending the world's worst sell-off. The Shanghai Composite closed down another 5.3% today, and then the Hang Seng followed in Hong Kong, dropping 2.3%, driving the markets down. The falling factory prices in December for the 46th month in a row. But the real worry here, Dagen, about those long-term growth prospects in China, whether the Chinese government can actually keep a handle on things to reassure global investors, and it seems like the answer is no, and this doesn't show any signs of stopping anytime soon.
Anthony, what do you want to know here?
Well,
from Joe or any...
well, listen, I mean...
Sides of their mouths, they're saying that, okay, we're going to take away the circuit breaker, but yet you still see this falling 5%. It wouldn't have triggered the circuit breaker. And then you also have continued involvement with the yuan, trying to bring up that valuation a little bit. And, of course, a lot of these numbers that we're getting are government numbers, so they can't really be trusted.
They just look like they don't know what they're doing. They've lost control.
Right. And that's sort of the principle behind all of this, is that there's so much uncertainty because there is no real clear communication from the Chinese government of what they're going to do or how long they're going to let all of this fester. I think that's one of the crucial...
No, I don't want to interrupt more, but just the fact that we're talking about this level of it too, but they have no choice but is not working because
measures at the same time. I don't think anybody here in this room has any confidence that the Chinese officials running the stock market or running the economy really know what they're doing.
Well, what they were doing with the yuan last week.
Free market-based people, I think, sitting here in this room.
Well, yuan last week, it smelled like a bar at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was like desperation, and it freaked people out because they were worried. Hey, is the economy a lot worse than we even thought?
Yeah. So it institutes
definitely
a hole in the wall.
I've been in a bar at 4 a.m. watching people getting together who probably shouldn't look at, doing and saying things.
For the last-minute measures, if you will. Yeah. Well, look, we're looking at the weakest growth for China since 1990. And if you remember where the economy was in 1990, it had just officially opened up. And so you have an entire new set of challenges that it's facing. If you look at the government documents and the strategy behind what they want to do, they claim they want to move in a more free market direction, but they can't do that because the volatility, the confidence, and the growth numbers just aren't there. But to cover that up and to maintain a level of stability for this growing middle class that needs to know that things are going to be okay, they're just doing all of these stopgap measures. And it doesn't look like, according to the analysts I talked to, that it's going to stop in the next 6 months.
But you also get the reaction from presidential candidates like Donald Trump, who threw out the idea of a 45% tariff on imported Chinese goods. He threw that out, and he seemed to backtrack on it in his interview with Maria on Sunday Morning Futures yesterday. But again, okay, let's put a 45% tax on every good made in China for the American people. That's really going to help our economy.
Yeah, and what Donald Trump was talking about is he was...
Right? But what else do the Chinese know? I mean, they don't know anything other than government intervention. It's not like they have some sort of history of...
The only thing people really need to know about China is that it's...
The stock market is not actually that large. The only reason this is jittering markets is it's an indicator of a broader problem as well. So if you're looking at it from a portfolio standpoint, you don't need to be that worried.
What were you going to say?
Just remember, the reason why the United States is the largest economy...
Off the holy smoot tariff? Okay, I'll leave it at that.